Кратко по полноќ, на 18 септември 2013 година, во Атина е убиен Павлос Фисас, млад грчки антифашистички рапер. Напаѓачите се членови на Златна Зора, но само еден од нив е уапсен на лице место. Група архитекти и новинари, најмени од семејството на убиениот, прават независна истрага. Ги анализираат сите снимки од камери, пријави до итна помош и други елементи и на крај доаѓаат до поинаков заклучок од она што го тврдат властите.
Our study confirms the organized nature of the attack and raises a series of questions about the failure of the Thies police who were present at the crime scene to prevent the murder.
Тимот што ја направи оваа и десетици други независни истраги се нарекува форензичка архитектура и пред известно време беше во Скопје.
We usually investigate states, so states don't like that, obviously. We're on the other side. We do what we call counter-forensics. So forensics is what the state does. We do forensics against the state.
Поради тивката војна со државите, нивните откритија ретко стигнуваат до судниците.
Many countries have very obscure ways to deal with things that they don't want to reveal. I'm sure I don't know the situation here well enough to comment, but I know Greece, it can get very dirty. But it's as dirty in Germany, trust me. It can get. I don't think it's a Balkan thing necessarily, but I'm sure it's very true here as well. This is with most governments have the problem with revealing things that they don't want to be revealed.
Левидис, кој е грк, и останатите од мултинационалниот тим работат од Лондон. Нивното портфолио вклучува случаи од цел свет, како на пример посочената Германија, Велика Британија, Мексико, Сирија. На кој крај од светот и да работат, власта обично го предизвикува нивниот кредибилитет. Симон Роват вели дека нивниот единствен одговор на тоа се факти.
Government hostility is something that we do encounter with our cases often. Because we're speaking on the point of evidence, it's very difficult for people to sometimes counteract it in that sense. So usually what people do is they counteract it by trying to attack the credibility of the agency or the office, because it's very difficult to actually attack what we're showing. You know, when we show a direct violence, or we show how we reach something. Yeah, I mean, that's just something we have to contend with.
Но постојат светски организации кои имаат доверба во нив. Amnesty International им доверил да ги истражат сомнежите за кампови за тортура, во кои камерунските безбедносни сили мачеле и испрашувале лица осомничени за соработка со Боко Харам, надвор од законска процедура или формално обвинение. Реконструкцијата ги потврдила сомнежите, но открила и дека е голема веројатноста западни сили да знаеле што се случува.
So we were able to build this model and locate witness testimony within it so we could understand where these torture practices were taking place. And then these photographs are actually from the American personnel that were there at the site. And they didn't put their Facebook privacy settings on, and we were able to find these photographs online, and we were able to position them in the site. And so in doing this, we could put all this information into our model and start to understand what had happened there. And the model became almost like a laboratory where you can simulate things, simulate possibilities of where people are. And what we could determine was that they would have been in the same places at the same time that torture was taking place. So we were actually able to say that they should have known that this was happening, and there was a blind eye being turned. And this case actually resulted in an American military investigation.
Ова е редок случај во кој посочена земја решила да отвори истрага по наодите на форензичка архитектура. И наодите за убиството на грчкиот рапер веќе се дел од предметот пред европските судови.
Definitely, I think if we want to talk about the European Union, civil liberties, human rights, they have to be able to look at the other side and what is not going right, what's going wrong.
Power always needs to be kept in check. It needs to constantly be watched. The hope with forensic architecture is that can cause that friction and cause that force and make sure that things don't happen with impunity.
The attack was coordinated from Golden Dawn and that the police was present when Pavlos was being murdered.
We'll be discussing that case in more detail tomorrow during the workshop. The false narrative is the only one in existence. So